Hello friends, welcome to my channel. In this video, I'll be showing a recipe of a delicious, nutritious and a healthy Indian curry that are made with mushrooms. It's a mushroom curry or mushroom masala. So it's a vegan version that can be easily made at home. For this recipe, you can use either white or brown mushrooms. I'm using around 750 grams of white mushrooms. Wash the mushrooms to remove any dirt and pat dry it using a dry towel or a salad spinner. Since this is a plant-based recipe, I'll be using nuts instead of milk or cream. You can use either almonds or cashews. Here I've taken 1/4 cup of almonds, which is around 10 to 12 in number. For this recipe, you need 1 big onion, 3 cloves of garlic, ½ inch of ginger, 1 medium-sized tomato and 1 green pepper or capsicum. Chop the onions roughly since we will blend or grind it later. Roughly chop the ginger, garlic and tomatoes as well. I have slit the green pepper into ½ inch long pieces. Slice the mushroom into thin pieces. Keep a pan on medium heat and dry roast the almonds. Slowly stir the almonds so that they get roasted evenly. So once they are roasted, transfer it to a cup or a bowl and keep them aside. In the same pan, add 2 teaspoons of oil. Add 1 teaspoon of mustard seeds and a pinch of hing, also known as asafoetida. Let the mustard seeds flutter and then add roughly chopped onions and fry them until they are golden brown in color. Then add in the ginger and garlic. Fry those also evenly. Add a teaspoon of dry curry leaf powder, or if you have a fresh curry leaves, you can add that. Add ½ teaspoon of turmeric powder and a teaspoon of red chili powder. Then stir fry them until well cooked. Next, add the diced tomatoes and cook them thoroughly for around 5 to 10 minutes. Add 2 to 3 teaspoons of magic masala powder, depending on how spicy you want the curry to be. I've already posted the recipe for magic masala powder, so please click the link above. Add around 1/4 cup of warm water and close the pan with the lid and let it cook evenly for 5 minutes on low heat. Transfer the cooked ingredients to a blender or a mixer grinder. Also add the roasted almonds. Grind the ingredients into fine paste. If the paste is too thick, you can add another 1/4 cup of water and blend it well. So you should have a smooth thin paste by the end of the process. Add 2 teaspoons of oil in a pan and let it heat up on medium heat. Make sure that the pan is hot enough before adding the green peppers. Stir fry the diced green peppers on high heat for 5 minutes. Cooking on low or medium heat can make it soft. So if you prefer a crispy green capsicum, so stir fry it on high heat. Add some salt and pepper for seasoning the green capsicum. Stir the ingredients and let it cook for another 5 minutes. Give a final stir and then transfer it from the pan into a bowl. To the same hot pan, add in the sliced mushroom and let it get cooked in the medium-high heat. So we are not adding any oil in this step. The mushroom will get cooked most efficiently with just the high heat. Keep stirring the mushroom gently as they lose water and reduce in volume while cooking. Cook the mushrooms until most of the water evaporates. Reduce the heat to low and then add in the ground masala paste. Combine the masala well with the mushrooms. Add around 2 teaspoons of salt and 1 teaspoon of sugar. So here I have used coconut sugar. Add 1 cup of coconut milk or any other plant-based milk of your choice to the mixture. Mix everything well. If the mixture is too thick, you can either add warm water or some more coconut milk. So if the mixture is thin, let it boil for longer time and the gravy will become thicker. Taste the curry and adjust the salt or sugar or milk based on your taste. You can even add magic masala powder to make it spicier. Then turn off the heat and finally add the stir-fried green capsicum. Here I have added some kasuri methi, that is dried fenugreek leaves, which is optional. If you have fresh coriander leaves, you can garnish the curry with those. The mushroom curry is ready to serve. It goes well with rice, chapati or even quinoa. Do try this recipe and let me know your feedback in the comment section below. Please subscribe to my channel for more cook and bake recipes. Thank you for watching.